I didn't see you there. You caught me boxing for this new creator boxing event where I'm gonna be fighting Puggerel. So yeah, Toby, you better watch out because I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Whoa, I got you there. Yeah, an intro for a video. That was a first. So I decided to make a video passionately ranting about this because I really loved it and I didn't get a chance to get it out of my system last year. So a year ago, in May of 2022, something incredibly epic happened in Tampa, Florida. A bunch of content creators who have been training for a while into the art of boxing got into a ring and put one hell of a show. The Creator Clash is a boxing event that creators iDubbbz and Anissa put together, where content creators and influencers just get into a ring and beat the shit out of each other. Usually when you mention influencer boxing, you think of people like Logan Paul and just do it for the clout, I guess. I don't know, I've never watched one. But in the Creator Clash, the creators involved don't make a penny. Like, not even iDubbbz and Anissa, the creators that put all this together, they don't make a penny. Everything you spend on goes to charity. People get together and put all their time, their effort, personal trainers, diets, everything into this for free. They get nothing out of it other than, I don't know, internet points. Everything does go to charity. So that's why I'm incredibly passionate about the Creator Clash. Now in April 15th, I believe, the second edition is coming up with new fighters like Ethan and Mika, Alana, and fighters from the previous year are coming back like Honda, AB, I Did a Thing, Haley, and of course iDubbbz is the person that fights in the main event. I'm not a huge fan of boxing. I've never been really that into it. I don't know it technically, but I've always been enthralled by it, as well as kickboxing. And I don't know, it got me into it again. Usually a boxing match, like a professional boxing match, is around 10 rounds and 3 minutes each. Well, this event, since it's mostly exposition, it's performance, not saying that it's fake, but like these are creators, these are entertainers, this is their job. So it's not like they're gonna put their life on the line on this boxing match. So there are 5 rounds of 2 minutes each, except for the main event, which is, I think, 5 rounds of 3 minutes. The opening. First of all, we've got our presenters, which did an incredible job, and one of them is the Moist Man himself, Mr. Moist. Charlie, Penguin C0, you know him, you love him. Might I add, he looked handsome as fuck and provided one of the best commentary I've ever seen on boxing because it's just so funny. Last year's lineup had a bunch of creators I didn't know existed, honestly, but oh boy, let me tell you about the fights. Matt Watson versus Dad. Both Matt and Ryan from SuperMega fought in this edition, so it was pretty much like a team effort on them. This event opened with a whopping 22-second encounter. Matt Watson got his ass beat in 22 seconds. We all know Matt is a skinny white boy and he really got in shape and added a few pounds to be in this fight, but Dad was just fucking massive and probably on drugs. Ryan McGee versus Alex Ernst. What can I say about this fight that hasn't been said already? Easily my favorite fight of the night. After Matt got his honor beat out of him, Ryan had to come out and defend the honor of SuperMega. You know what that does to you mentally. He now has a new motivation to beat ass. And this is one of the fights where you genuinely don't know which way it's gonna go a few rounds in. It was a pretty good match, it had you at the edge of your seat. And it's the only fight out of all of them except for the main event where they went all 5 rounds. Then the winner was determined by unanimous decision instead of a TKO. And sure, it's amateur boxing, they were both, just going at it, they were pure offensive, not a single ounce of defensive play went into this, but shit was like a movie. There was a point where Ryan went down and that shit was scary. And Alex turned around and I was like, oh my god, it's over, fucking, I'm so tired. And then he turned around. Ryan was up. He was up and ready to keep going. Like, this is not over, bitch. You are not taking me down tonight. And he's fucked up. His face is full of blood. He's tired, but he's not giving up. He was a beast. And of course, Charlie with a perfect.
Oh my god, Ryan is a warrior!
I think by the end of the fight, Ryan earned the title. Ryan, the Iron Giant McGee. A special mention to Mark's tweets about Ryan like the big brother he is, and also these moments from Go My Favorite Sports Team.
You know, just like that, I saw exactly the Ryan that I knew on that night, and that was wonderful. Yeah, I was incredibly proud of both of them, of Matt too. I care a lot about Ryan, and seeing him get punched in the face like makes me mad. I was fucking livid after, you know, Matt lost the other fight. You know, I just want to meet Dad in an alley.
Internet comment etiquette versus DJ Bulge. The first big boy match. Boys over 200 pounds. Heavyweight men with headgear. It was an intense one, honestly. Watching two big men throw punches like that just kinda turns on a fight or flight response. It was an interesting match since, you know, DJ Welch is a deal shorter and lighter than Internet comment etiquette, but like he still managed to come out on top. I think he did have a kickboxing background, but he also had less time to prepare since he was, you know, a substitute for another guy. But you know, dude came, dude saw, dude conquered. Good for him. I Did a Thing versus The Odd Ones Out. This one is very eventful to me. It definitely opens the curtains and reminds you that these are essentially performers. Their life is to create content. And when you put them in a ring to do something as serious as boxing, it gets real. Like you can see the reality of their situation dawning on them. This was pretty even at first sight, but then when you see both of them in the ring physically together, you can clearly see that Alex has a lot more muscle mass. Like The Odd Ones Out is an animator. We are not exactly a physically active species. He was in shape. He is pretty tall. They're the same height, I believe. He did get in shape. He was strong, but come on, look, how that physique, come on man. The whole match was a minute and a half, so not a single round, but watching it was still painful. You can see Banting in the middle there, but there's a moment where I Did a Thing lands a good punch on The Odd Ones Out, and you can tell he's taken aback by it. And this happens many times along the fight, and you can see at one moment he punches and he looks at the ref and he's like, "Are you gonna stop this? Please stop this." And the ref is like, "You signed up for this, dude. We can't stop it unless one of you is down or the time ends." At one point, he just goes all out and tries to finish it as quickly as possible. When he throws the final blow, the ref intervenes and calls TKO. But you can tell that even if he didn't intervene, I Did a Thing probably would have just given up. He was walking away even before the ref came in. He was like, "Oh, fuck it. No, I'm not doing this anymore." So the match was very emotional for me. To my surprise though, I Did a Thing will be fighting this year again, which is, wow, good on him. Also, the day of the event was The Odd Ones Out birthday, so that was really funny that he got beat up on his birthday. Just a Minx versus Yodeling Haley, the first female creator boxing in history. I know neither of these gals. I will admit I'm not really convinced about the match since, you know, Justin Minks is a deal taller and heavier than Haley, and Haley didn't have much time to train because it was supposed to be Anissa, but I can't remember why she couldn't make it. But still, the fight was definitely a highlight and probably a fan favorite. First of all, Minx was laughing the entire time. At one point, she just dropped on Haley and then just ate a punch to the face, which was really funny. Haley, MVP. Girl did not fucking care she was getting clobbered on the face. She ate every punch Minx threw, simply because Minx had 20-foot long arms and Haley could not land a punch on her without getting one back. This girl, few rounds in, she was bleeding profusely. You can tell, and whenever she went to her corner, she was in pain, she was suffering. It kind of looked like she was crying, she was tired. She knew she was not the better fighter there. But still, every time the bell rang, she went back to it. And she went back hard. She walked in like it was nothing. The pain, the struggle in her face was gone. She went back every time looking for blood. She was a beast. And I'm very excited to watch her box again this year. Hunter versus AB. Both of them are coming back this year, which is exciting. I just gotta say I love Hunter's vibe. He straight up gave Kratos the entire time. I don't have much to say about this one. I like that despite Hunter looking way more intimidating than AB, they had a pretty fair and square match. And went almost the whole 5 rounds, but it was called TKO on the last one. So yeah, I'm excited to see them again. Graham Stephan versus Michael Reeves. We've got a lightweight fight. This is also a fan favorite, simply because of Michael Reeves. To be honest, compared to the other people in the ring, watching them fight was like watching 2 kids fighting. 2 extremely ripped kids fighting. People praise Michael Reeves for his technical skill, and I have to agree. Dude had great defense, was dodging, he was moving, head movement was on point. He took it easy, he didn't go too hard, he didn't go too fast, he assessed the situation, he knew where to go to, and he was very alright. He ended up winning. Neither of them are fighting again, but you know, that's alright. Harley versus Aaron. Oh boy, what a fight. This is what people mean they say when they want a big boy, by the way. This is one of the less fair fights in my opinion, again with Minx and Haley. You know, Harley has 3 inches and 60 pounds on Aaron, so you know, props to Aaron for facing that beast. Honestly, Aaron looked great. The pink outfit was really on point. The fight was alright, but to me it was a bit underwhelming because, you know, you kind of know who's gonna win, and you know Harley was kind of like holding back for a moment because he knew he didn't have to go all 280 pounds of force on Aaron to win. My favorite part of the entire event was this sportsmanship. There was nothing but respect and love and appreciation for all the fighters. Harley immediately recognized the balls on Aaron for taking on someone like him and actually putting up a fight. Honestly, at the end of Ryan and Alex's fight, they could not stop hugging. Like, the ref was there, like, wanted to get them on each side of him just so he can raise the hands of the winner, and the dudes just wouldn't stop hugging. The dude was like, oh my god, just separate each other or make out, I don't care, but I need to do my job. The main event, iDubbbz versus Dr. Mike. iDubbbz has been training up for a year, I believe, before this, and Dr. Mike has been boxing for 10, so this was gonna be interesting. Airsoft Fatty sang the American anthem, and oh boy, it was emotional. He had to start over like 3 times, but man, this is America. So iDubbbz and Dr. Mike was pretty much the closest to a standard boxing match you could see. You know, the rounds were longer, just 3 minutes. And just 5 rounds, but you know, it was more. So yeah, shout out to iDubbbz for putting through Dr. Mike, even if he lost. He did much more than losing to him. He put all this event together with Lanisa. Now, that was last year, but what about this April 15th? iDubbbz will be fighting again in the main event, but with Alex Wasabi, which I don't know who that is. They seem to weigh the same, but Ian does have a few inches on him. I gotta say, I love that they put their zodiacs in. That's so funny. The zodiac girlies are gonna base their predictions on the date and their signs. Which, has anyone done that yet? I don't know enough about zodiacs to do that. Let's go through the lineup. Okay, I might do predictions, but I don't like being wrong, so I'm just gonna wing it. John Randall Hennigan versus Harley again. I'm going for Harley. John, I think, is an MMA fighter, if I'm not mistaken, and Harley is 6 inches on him, so that's gonna be an advantage. If he has more wingspan than the dude, he's gonna have one hell of an advantage. I did a thing again versus Fitz. Hey, it's Connie from the editing world. I did a thing, just tweeted that he won't be participating in the Creator Clash this year because of a concussion he got while sparring, which is really shitty. The event is just a month away, so it's really hard to get a substitute like they did last year. It's disappointing because I really wanted to see him fight, but I hope he's having a good recovery and nothing too bad happened to his brain. Concussions are very scary. Health should be always the top priority for everything, so I'm suppressing my prediction as well. Rocky Fresh versus Chris Reagan. I know neither of them, but hey, 130 pounds. So I think they fit into the lightweight category. It's nice to have another one of them, and Froggy is looking more intimidating, you know? But again, I could be wrong. Haley again, and Marisha Ray. I'm gonna go with Haley. I'm a Haley stan now. She's taller as well. Myth and Hunter again. Hunter was very intimidating last year, but I'm gonna go with Myth. I'm kind of interested in him, whoever that is. Aaron again and Jarvis Johnson. I mean, I just want Aaron to take the win in this fight. Give it to the big cat. Mika and Alana Pierce, my girls, my beautiful girls. I'm so happy that we have more than one female match this year. This one is close because I love them both so much, but I think Mika is gonna take the cake on this one. I mean, I think she's gonna dominate this fight. Leonhard versus CrankGameplays. Ethan, my boy. Ethan said on stream he wasn't gonna watch Mika and Alana fight live, which I think is really funny. They are both his really good friends, so I think that would be hard to watch if I had to see two of my good friends beat the shit out of each other. Anyway, Ethan, if you don't come on top, I am going to unsubscribe. I'm rooting for you, boy. Dad again versus AB again. I trust AB's strength after fighting Hunter, but also Dad is so unhinged, I cannot trust. He will underestimate AB, so it's pretty much. Let's go AB. Jayla Ray versus Avelina Sabrina. I know neither of these ladies. They both look very cute. I can choose. I'm gonna go red. Finally, Jack Manifold and Dakota. All Dakota. Seriously, guys, I don't watch much YouTube other than Mark and Sean. I have no idea what's going on. Who are these people? Okay, I know Jack, but yeah, I'm gonna go with him. He looks funny. He looks goofy. Now, that's the lineup. Honestly, what has me more excited is Mr. Moist is coming back with the commentary, so more epic moments from him. I love that man, Charlie the MVP. But what is new this year is that we're gonna have pre and post shows, which I don't know how that works. I assume a pre-show is just like a performance or a bit or something to get people hyped up, and post-show is like the same but to close everything off and just send people home. And the pre and post show are gonna be hosted by Mark and Sean, the Mr. Pliers and the Spicy Man. And I don't know what they're gonna do. I have no idea what they have planned for this, but just listen to this.
Creator Clash is coming up, and I'm not boxing, thank goodness, but I'll be at the event. And Ethan's boxing. So we were joking around with an idea where we would come out as three men in a trench coat, but Ethan's in the middle. And so I gotta be on the bottom of this ungodly long trench coat.
I've said this on Twitter, but they both give me Izumo and Katetsu vibes from the Chunin exams in Naruto, you know, when they were the proctors. And I drew it, and I'm just still obsessed with it because they're such an iconic duo. Amaranth is gonna be an interviewer there, which is cool. I love those interviews. And one of my favorite things, Matt and Ryan are going to be the American National Anthem performers, which is going to be so iconic. I can't wait for that. Anyway, that's all I think I have to say for the Creator Clash. It was good to get this out of my system. I'm so happy this is happening. You know, I don't know how long it will take me to put this video out, but as of recording this is March 10th. It's a little over a month for the Creator Clash, so I'm gonna try to put this video as early as possible, just so you can get on the drift and get tickets for it. The Creator Clash has honestly inspired me to try boxing myself. You know, it's just fun to get the anger out. So if you want to be better than me and actually either go or watch the event, go to thecreatorclash.com and buy some tickets. Dude, it's a win-win. Charity gets money, you get this grade A entertainment. So yeah, I recommend it. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye.